Hey everyone, it's BraveBird001 here. Today we're going to do something different and showcase some of Pokemon Go's biggest graphic glitches. I noticed that most of these happened in 2020 fall, but let me know in the comments if you've seen these happen at other times. Stick around as we have some exciting stuff coming up, and once again, thanks for watching, and please show your support by hitting the subscribe button. The first group of glitches that we're going to go through here is the Go Battle background. I put this one as number 1 because it's my favorite. And it's my favorite because the aesthetics of the glitch looks really cool, and it also suits the theme that we have here. So this battle is a Master League battle, and it's featured by mostly legendary Pokemon, so it really suits the vibe here. We also have Palkia and Dialga here, the masters of time and space, in the background that suits that theme. For some reason, when Melmetal came in, it changed to like a black background with some blue lights. I don't know what's happening. The whole field turned black too, but it's really cool and I really enjoyed looking at this. This one is an Ultra League battle. It's a similar glitch, I would say, except I don't know what kind of graphics got looped into the background. It looks like it might be a new update for the sprites because I'm seeing a face in the background. And this one is actually really cool when Giratina comes in because Giratina is a ghost dragon type, right? It's basically the boss of the underworld. The purple and the creepy faces really suits Giratina's presence. Muck is also a creepy looking Pokemon, so this whole scene is just perfect. Just straight out of a Halloween themed movie. And then after this I got one more Go Battle background. That last one just makes absolutely no sense, so I'm very excited for it to come up. Here we go, look at that. I don't even know how to describe this. I don't know why Kingdra of all Pokemon was featured. Maybe it was a certain Pokemon that I was walking at the time as Buddy, I don't know. But this looks like those religious arts that you would see on like the ceiling of a church or something. Next up here is Miscellaneous PVP glitches. This one is a glitch for Muck over here. It's different than the other ones I see because it's usually the whole Pokemon turns black or the eyes turn black, but this one is particularly interesting because the whole thing is black except the blue bands that are actually present in the original form. This one's interesting. It's the trainer turned black for some reason, and here we have you're picking your teams here, and for some reason a trainer is actually available to be fought as a Pokemon. Moving on, we have full black Pokemon. I was walking Mewtwo at the time as my buddy Mon. Don't know why he turned black, and when you're feeding him, it's up against a black background, so it just looks like you're feeding a ghost, which is equally ominous and cool at the same time. He does end up showing up on the overworld map here, and of course he is full black. I believe the best buddy badge shows up as a different color, but the whole thing's just black. And then when you go fight with him in Go Battle League, he stays black and looks like an entire shadow. Super cool. Once again, we're fighting Giratina. A lot of creepy, ominous vibes here. And then later I realized I had the exact same thing happening with Gyarados. The entire Pokemon is black. No idea why. The eyes are a little bit grayed out, but it seems like it's the same kind of glitch. Next up we have all of those screens that come before you joining a battle. It's when you're choosing your team or your league. Don't know why all the text comes up wrong, and then if you look at that area under my face, it shows some weird icons. Over here we have the egg glitches. They all showed as being incubated, but for some reason they weren't. Here we open a gift, and then you pan over to the next account, come back to this one, and it shows that there's a gift available to open, and when you try to open it, it says it's an error. So I don't know what's going on there. And then over here we have the best buddy badge. That's kind of interesting. If you pan over and look over at the badge that's on Mewtwo's chest, it's a different design than what you usually have. Here we have leaves that's supposed to fall in Execute's background, but it was black squares for some reason. And then here we have a raid boss battle. For some reason he's missing. It's Darkrai, so I guess it fits because he's kind of a ghost, and it adds to that ominous nature. Here we have Pikachu, costume Pikachu wearing a hat. The ears are not rendered correctly, I guess. And next up we have Pokemon's weird skins. This is Combi. It has this weird camouflage looking skin, and Deerling had the same thing too for some reason. These were taken apart a few months, so I don't know why there was that same glitch persisting over that time span. And then this one is one of my favorites. The one that is coming up next. This one really reminds me of Miscellaneous from the first generation of Pokemon games. I don't know why this was happening to Zapdos, but I noticed that all of them except for this one were basically showing up as black and white text slash number slash something like a QR code. When I went over to the Pokedex, it showed up too, and it was only Zapdos for some reason. So I don't know, I never got to the bottom of this, don't know what happened. But it reminded me of the Miscellaneous, so I thought this was really cool too. And then next up we have Blackened Pokemons, but with the correct eyes. And the category after that is Blackened Eyes, but with the correct Pokemon colors. And I think what was happening was, at the time they were probably creating different profiles for Shadow Pokemon, because Shadow Pokemon have different eyes, different colors, and their eyes a little bit red and looks different. So I'm guessing what happened was they were making a profile for the body design, and then they had probably another design file for the normal eyes, and then a third one for the shadow eyes. And then when they were implementing this, maybe they got lost or something, so then some things were showed up black. Spinda over here was kind of interesting because we had the one ear shown as black. I'm also guessing they were trying to parameterize the different designs, and then somehow some of the colors got lost and we end up with a black ear. I found this glitch to be very abundant. I came across this many times. I actually have more footages, but I just didn't show all of them. And then now we're moving on to the opposite, where the Pokemon color is correct, but the eyes are black. So you can see Metagross here looks like he's sleeping. You saw that when I was feeding him. You can see that here in the overworld map. And I later took him to a PvP battle to see if that error persists in the battle, and it does. So I skipped to this snippet here when I launch a charge attack, because that's when the camera turns back to the front of him, and you can see the black eyes. And then more of the same thing. We have Execute, we got James, regular colors, black eyes. These glitches were interesting because I remember when they first showed up, you see it on the overworld, you see it when you're catching it, and then you see it in the screen right after you catch it, but then when you exit out of it and come back, it goes away. So it's like a temporary thing.